I don't want to see a AAA game come to mobile and completely fall flat on its face. You know why? No other game devs are going to touch mobile. It'll be a complete waste of time, money, and resources if this game fails. And that's what I'm truly frightened for. Warzone mobile launch is in 2 days. 2 days from when I'm making this video. There is so much buzz. There's so much drama involved. This is worse than I've ever seen, truly, that I've ever seen in any mobile game launch as far as criticism of the game. All right, I'm going to give it to you guys straight. We're going to be watching some gameplay from, of course, the Vizoff. Link will be down in the description. The reason why I keep using Vizoff's gameplay is because he's one of the few people that are actually putting out videos that are longer than like 4 or 5 minutes long. That's what you're seeing, at least on YouTube. They're very short clips, like 4 minutes or less. He's one of the few people that are dropping like full-length videos on the game of just straight gameplay. This is from 6 days ago. Before we show you guys our gameplay and break down everything that's coming, this is what he says. He says, Vizoff here, in this video, we made Warzone Mobile Global Launch gameplay. After Warzone Mobile update, game optimization is a little bit gotten worse, and there's some FPS drops and crashes. Okay, and it doesn't say what device he's playing on, but I'm gonna go ahead and let it play. The first thing I see, again, before we break down everything, first thing you see right here is the game. It does not look good. Again, the first thing anyone that's going to be playing Warzone Mobile are going to be players that are coming over from PUBG Mobile or that are coming over from Call of Duty Mobile. So what is the first thing you are going to do? Naturally, you are going to compare the two games. Whatever game you came from to play this, the first thing you're going to do is compare. It's like a natural human instinct. And by the way, a 1+8 is not a low-end device, a true low-end device that the majority of players are going to be playing this game on. We might not have to like it. You don't have to like it, but facts are facts. The majority of people playing mobile games, all right, numbers don't lie, are Android. They're Android players. High-end device players, there's not enough to carry a game. Ask Apex Legends Mobile how that went. Ask all the games that are never going to see the light of day in mobile. I highly doubt Valorant's coming. I highly doubt Battlefield is going to be coming. These were all games that were supposed to have already been released, and they're not because they can't optimize the game. And that is the number one issue. There's more. Don't worry. We're going to get to them. The number one issue is simply optimization for low-end devices. You don't have to like it. You could say, oh, we'll just go out and buy a better device. Get something better. Why are you playing on an old device? It is what it is. You don't have to be happy about it. But the majority of people are playing on old phones. And you need these players, even if they don't spend money. You need these players in the lobbies to keep a game moving. I mean, just it just doesn't look good. The game just, plain and simple, doesn't look good. And this is the same version that's going to be global. This isn't beta. You know, this game dropped, I think, they've been working on it since March of 2022. Looks terrible. It is what it is. Right, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at a clip from Bobby Plays. All right? Like you guys, I'm sure, know Bobby Plays. Massive in Call of Duty Mobile. This right here is going to be probably the biggest issue in the entire game. Unless you're playing on a controller, okay? Unless you're going to be playing Warzone Mobile on a controller, you are up shit creek, plain and simple. Look at the aim assist. Look at the difference. The top is mobile. The bottom is controller. So off the rip, any content creator that's using a controller is going to have a severe advantage. Anybody who's going to be ranking actually playing for stats, if they're using a controller and you're not, it's going to be tough. And let's not even talk about the issue with the devices heating up. All right, a lot of people play mobile games, when they're sitting on their couch, when they're sitting in their car, maybe they're on lunch break, maybe they're on break at school, work. People are picking up, playing a couple games. How many people are going to have a fan glued to the back of their device to keep it cool? Or let me just bust out my controller, when I'm on my break, I want to get a couple games in. No. Unless you have these other perks, these other enhancements strapped to your device, yet again, you're going to be at a massive disadvantage. And people are not going to like it. People want a game where it's basically going to be a level playing field for everybody. Skill-based game, but level playing field as far as everyone's playing the same thing. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe, I grew up when if you use controller playing mobile, you were like chastised. You were like made fun of. They'd be put in the timeout corner and say, wow, you're playing with a controller. What a noob. Now it's like, you read these comments, they're like, wow, I got to get a controller now. There's been a massive shift in people's opinions and what they're willing to do for a mobile game. Now we're going to read a couple comments. This was after they did the big update, right? The low-end device update or whatever. I mean, this guy's got 16 gigabyte RAM phone, Snapdragon 8 Gen. Issue, current update 3.3.3 still crashing during mid-game. The game's going to be crashing during mid-game on launch. It's going to be tough. Dimensity processors are locked in 40 FPS, mostly high, mid-range. Fix it soon. If your phone has a Dimensity processor, which the majority of Android phones do have, you're going to be playing, it's going to feel like dinosaur times. I mean, we're talking people are used to playing in 1980. You're playing at like 900. We're talking Atari. Here we have an issue from an iPhone 12. Remember they said if you have, an iPhone 8 or newer, you'll be good to go. This says he doesn't have the peak option. Anyone else with iPhone 12 Pro Max experiencing lag issues? You also have people experiencing lag. But in Warzone Mobile Defense, lag could have to do with internet connection as well. But given all the issues that have been going on with the game, I wouldn't even stoop that low to blame his internet. So Jelly says, change the engine of the game just like COD Mobile did from Unreal to Unity to better optimize the game. Why they went with an entirely different engine, which excludes 70% of the player base? Why reinvent the wheel? Feels. This is Feels Badman. He says, we pretty much running it under 900p. 900p. On Android, at least. It's embarrassing. Meanwhile, the 15 Pro Max runs at 1296, 864p on the S24 Ultra as of February. 864p on the S24 Ultra. Brand new. And that device, it costs like $1,200. And the thing of it is, there's about 800 other comments that look and sound just like those. Like I said in the beginning of the video, content creators, trust me, people want a new game. I want a new game. All right? Call of Duty Mobile, out 5 years. PUBG Mobile has been out. They're about to have their 6-year anniversary. People want something new. People were incredibly hopeful and still are. They want this game to succeed, as do I, as do you. I don't want to see a AAA game come to mobile and completely fall flat on its face. You know why? Because no other game devs are going to touch mobile. It'll be a complete waste of time, money, and resources if this game fails. And that's what I'm truly frightened for. You know, are we going to be celebrating PUBG Mobile's, 20th anniversary? Call of Duty Mobile's, 18-year anniversary. Do we want that? We want a new game. Just like how on PC, there's blockbuster games that drop every freaking year. And the difference is, I can say this. I'm allowed to say this. You know why? Because I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not sponsored by PUBG Mobile. I'm not sponsored by Warzone Mobile, COD, nobody. I am going to tell it to you guys straight. These other content creators, despite what any of them say, and it's easy to find who. It's easy to know who's talking close to the devs, who's getting sponsorships. It's very easy. You guys are smart out there. The majority of you are very smart out there that watch these videos. They're saying things that aren't true about the game. It doesn't get any simpler than that. They, just like I do, they want the game to succeed, but the difference is the way clips are looking, the way people have been talking about the optimization. Oh, everything's great now after this update. They're doing it for views. They're doing it for clicks. They're doing it whether they're hopeful to get a sponsorship or they already have one. They're blowing smoke. Okay? They're blowing smoke. But March 21st, we're going to see what happens. Are we going to have another new state launch? Are we going to have another cash grab like Apex Legends Mobile? Only time will tell. I want to remain hopeful, but I speak for you guys. I speak for the average, everyday person who's just like me. Nobody special. And people just want a game that they can pick up and play that's going to look good, feel good, not have lag, and have a good time.